My name is Malay Tucker, and I'm the writer, director, and creator of the Soul Peoples Project, a part of the Monument Collective. Now, the Soul Peoples Project is a show based on highlighting Black culture and experiences here in the DMV. The first place I'm looking at is LeDroit Park, which is a historic Black neighborhood here based in Washington, D.C. But as time began to progress forward in the early 1900s, as Howard University and HBCU here in the United States began to grow in its prominence, a lot of Black powerful leaders in the fight for civil rights and in the fight for Black intellectual life, they began to live in LeDroit Park due to its correlation and closeness to Howard University, which has a big impact in this neighborhood, as you'll get to learn throughout this episode. So let's get started and let's explore the histories and dualities of LeDroit Park, how it started, and where it is today. LeDroit Park has a very dynamic history, starting as a whites-only neighborhood, then becoming one of the most influential Black cultural centers here in the nation's capital, to now it becoming gentrified and the property values of the houses are skyrocketing. This area is very beautiful, and quite frankly, I'm in love. It's its own little oasis here in DC, with its own unique yet powerful culture. Coming up, we actually have a woman that I met, a very beautiful soul, who went to the Howard University, go Bisons for those of you who are Bisons, and also she lives here in the LeDroit area as well. She loves the history of this place. I definitely think it's definitely worth checking out, so stay tuned for that as we come up with that next. Hello everyone, we are here with, what's your name today? Yvonne. And so I was walking around the neighborhood trying to understand more about LeDroit Park, and she has been here for quite some time. I feel like this would be an amazing opportunity to talk to you today on just getting your input of what is this area to you? How has it changed? What was it originally?
My husband and I were students at Howard University, and at the time I was living at Glover Park off Wisconsin Avenue.
Yeah.
And we were looking to get out of the neighborhood into, somewhere that's family-oriented type of thing. So we found a house on First and New. So when we bought the house, and I told my husband I love it because the interior is huge, with the pocket doors and, high ceilings and all that. And we have seen the transition from somewhat of a drug-ridden neighborhood to gentrification, where we don't even know our neighbors anymore. And I think when we moved here in 1985 into this neighborhood, I think there are only probably about 2 families left.
Oh, wow. Black families left. 2
Black families.
Wow.
And that's it.
From the histories that I've understood about LeDroit was that it was originally founded as a whites-only neighborhood in 1873. There's the fence wars that happened where students from Howard University tore down the fence and they said, no, this is going to be our place to live. Right. And then it became a big place for civil rights leaders. And it kind of looks like the population of Black people kind of declined in this neighborhood.
Because it's sold out, the neighborhood. Even Jesse Jackson lives not very far. House is not very far.
Do you think gentrification has had a role to play in, like you said, it's had a role to play in the neighborhood of what it is today? Do you think it's been a good thing?
It has. It has. I have seen some significant improvements in terms of how people take care of their properties and all that. And it's no longer, there is now crime-ridden type of thing. The new neighbors that have moved them have taken that effort or that to really beautify the place.
That's awesome,
But sometimes it's an issue of entitlement,
People do you think people forget about the history?
People forget about the history.
Yeah.
It has, as you can see, but it has changed.
Wow.
It's the neighborhood, though, the way it was.
The way it was, Black history is an important thing.
Right.
And a part of this show is to highlight and not forget the contributions Black people have made to this city.
Right.
I would like to just make sure people understand,
the
historic Black significance of this area, especially Go Bisons. I know you are.
I know, we are Bisons, Anna Cooper House is not far from
Exactly. Went over there.
And then, Jesse. And then, there was some on Mayor Washington, the first mayor from Washington, D.C.
Yeah, there's a lot of Black people who did the first.
Right, who did the first. And he still still, his house is still standing on U Street.
That's incredible.
You know, so if you ever take a walk in the neighborhood, you'll see the house as
Exactly.
well, too.
Actually, I plan on going to U Street as a part of my future episodes,
Right.
exploring Black history and the contributions there as well.
The price of housing at the time,
Yeah.
about $4,000, $10,000.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because my neighbor bought his for $1.3 million.
Wow, my goodness. So prices have definitely skyrocketed in this area.
Houses here probably over $1 million.
Wow. And I want to say too, thank you for being a like historical proof and continuity. Like, you went to Howard, you live in this area. That's living proof of how much that institution, the Howard University, has made an impact on this community as well. Well, thank you so much. You've been honestly incredible to talk to.
You.
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you, and you have a great day. Starting in the 1900s, Black populations in LeDroit Park really began to boom. And I'm talking Black people who were in the elite upper echelons of Black culture, who were civil rights leaders and intellectual scholars from the Howard University, and including many other people who fought for the advancements of our culture here in this country. And a lot of it came from this very neighborhood in Washington, D.C. There are still historic Black neighborhoods here, like LeDroit Park, that have made a name for themselves and that their history should not be forgotten. While it is okay for multiracial neighborhoods to always exist, it's always good for people to know the stories behind each and every neighborhood. And that is what I intend to do in this series, to go to these historical Black neighborhoods in DC and to truly tell their story. That way it is never forgotten, and that way everyone knows who the people were that were here in the beginning and why it has the story that it has today. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. If you want to watch my bloopers, you might laugh because I've taken so many freaking videos back and forth. But thank you again. The next videos we'll be exploring other parts of DC, and I cannot wait to be with you guys throughout this journey as we continue to learn more about Black culture here in DC. Thank you so much. Please spread the video around to spread the story of LeDroit Park and its incredible diverse history and past. Thank you so much and have a good day. I think I got that one. Okay, I'm done. My battery's about to die. I have one last shot.
You got your camera in the street?
I still got it in the street. I gotta get it out.
Great.